Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is K-lastic TV. This is somebody who's been a friend to Superchat for a very long time. This is somebody who has made a lot of impact in our community by making frequent appearances here in Superchat, supporting others both inside and outside of our live streams, but always engaging conversation as well. One of the things that I like about cooking and baking and, healthy eating channels and things of that nature is that these creators are bringing us a real world look at the things that they're making around the world for themselves, for their friends, for their families. My guess tells me that we're getting their favorite dishes all the time because we're dealing with channels where in most cases they don't have the world's most expensive cooking equipment like we might see on television, and certainly not an unlimited refrigerator, freezer, and pantry full of ingredients. So I really love the idea of seeing these channels, and the things that are made in K-lastic TV is definitely one of these creators, and like I keep saying, has made great impact here in the Superchat family. Now, we don't have a sub count on their channel right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them along towards the next milestone they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to do all we can to push each other along. Soon enough, we will have K-lastic TV at 500 subscribers, and this channel will see their community post pop up. So I hope everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Superchat for quite some time. It's on our wheel already. And I'm going to get a few more right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. But as well, Hendrickson Family Farm dropped a super chat on us just as we were beginning there. So thank you for that generous beginning for today's live stream. I really do appreciate that extra support. So like I said, for that reason, we will make Hendrickson Family Farm the next channel that we look at before I start spinning the wheel. The Bud Files became a member right before we had started, and so they are already on the wheel. I Am Betty J Gathers is there. House of X Entertainment is also on the wheel as, like I said, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Scratch and PPA is a beloved and dedicated moderator here in Superchat, but also happens to be an incredibly supportive creator. He's also on the wheel. And I'm seeing Chris's Clever Craft in the house as well. And I'll do some more introductions in a moment. I also noticed that Hendrickson Family Farm took over the Stream Boss position. What on earth I'm talking about is that video game life meter that you see under my camera. And what happens is every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and the last person to knock them out takes over and becomes the Stream Boss and gets a little bit of extra promotion for that reason. So Hendrickson Family Farm is our Stream Boss for a while now. Derek's Journey's in the house. I'm going to get them on to the wheel. And I see that Queen's Life has dropped a super chat as well. So we're going to look at their channel right after Hendrickson Family Farm. And then thank you, Annabelle TV. Yes, absolutely. They've been a member for 2 months. I had thought it was longer than that, actually, because they are here with us, I believe, every single day. Annabelle TV, I've got you on the wheel. But thank you for sending that highlighted milestone message through the chat. Those are special messages, as you can see, that are colored green for the members, but they fly through the chat like a super chat. And it's a really cool thing. You'll notice that that also knocks some life off of the Stream Boss there as well. So Hendrickson Family Farm has already had a little bit of life taken off, but they'll be there for a while. Thank you again, everybody, for coming in and hanging out. Michael's Adventures, of course, was first in the door. He is a dear friend to me, a beloved and dedicated moderator as well. So thank you for coming in at all, but especially for being so early. And thank you, everybody, for your patience this weekend. We've rescheduled a couple of our streams. Everything is just fine. You know, family to me is absolutely first. I know it is to most people, if not everyone. And once in a while, I just have some family obligations. And this particular weekend, things kind of went hour by hour for a while there. So I had to move things around. But we're all good. I rescheduled Friday and Saturday streams for next Friday and Saturday so that we will feature the creators that were meant to be featured. For today, K-lastic TV is our featured creator across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Drunken Chef Barbecue, thank you for being here. Barb's Country Home is in the house. Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions is back as well. Thank you for coming in. Cosmic Cultures, Eerie Frog is here with us just about every day. So is Glorious Platter. I was lucky. I finally caught Great Farmer Freelance the other day on a live stream again. It's not as often as I wish it would be, but you know, as we grow and follow more and more creators, we all know that it's going to become harder and harder to support everybody as much as we would like. But as long as we all do as much as we can for each other, everybody will be fine. Jeremy D-Day's in the house. He's been with me for about 2.5 years. Same amount of time as House of X Entertainment Inc., actually. And I know Meanty is here because they're never too far from Queen's Life. Oracles and Beyond is here. I was lucky to finally catch them for a live stream the other night as well. Mom of the Castle, good to see you here. NJ Fishing Maniac says they're in desperate need of growth. And yes, we all are. But if you give as much or more than you are willing to, or how do I say that? If you're willing to give much more than you are expecting to receive, then you will find that it will pay off in spades, and eventually there will be a day where the support you're getting on your channel will be so overwhelming that you can't you can't help but stumble over your words every time you try to live stream. Random and Proud is in the house. Retro Completionist, it's good to see you here. Rusty's Rambles is here as well. Salt, Pepper, and Fire is here. Southern Sandy Crafts is actually Coupon Gale and Gale's Southern Living with a third channel. Spotless Calm is a longtime dear friend. Swoop Like Me is another incredibly supportive creator. Thank you for coming in. The British Train Spotter, good to see you here. Timmy Ray the King and Tristan Bell are both in the house. Now I hope I haven't missed anybody. Carol the Girl Miniature Mukbang is back with us. Thank you for coming in. Eli's Life is here. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now forgive me because I miss a lot of activity in the chat when we first get moving like this. I noticed that Retro Completionist has just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. We're going to look at that channel. Along with Hendrickson Family Farm and Queen's Life before we start spinning the wheel. But I see that Derek's Journey did something here in the chat too. Yes, they dropped another highlighted milestone message. Derek's Journey's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. They motivate us with fitness. One of these days I plan to take some of that motivation myself, even though it hasn't happened yet. But Derek's Journey's been a great friend for a long time. So, again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. CBR Scratchers is in the house. And the Stock Explorer is here. Their channel, Tropical Buzz, is a second channel that they've got that will be featured next Friday. Marty and Jamie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And for those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. TCG fam, good to see you here as well. For those of you wondering, how is it that Tuber Chat can talk non-stop for 2.5 hours? It's right there. Breakfast is served. I promised one of these days I was going to get off of those things, but it's obviously not today. And Swoop Like Me, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And we will look at that channel right after Retro Completionist. Now, hopefully I haven't missed any other action in the chat. B Sugar 100, good to see you here. I know you were here earlier, so thank you for coming back in. And Timmy Ray the King is still working on stuff, which is great. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. When we do our introductions here, I miss just about everything that goes on. I don't mean to. It's just the way that I do the introductions through our chat's participant list. For those of you who live stream, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. Hero Brian 15, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, Spotless Com, is it that long already? It's interesting, right? Tuberchat's been here just over 2 years, and Spotless Com's been here just about the whole time. Melanie D is brand new in the chat, so thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sea Bear Scratchers is just dropping a super chat on us as well, so we'll look at that channel right after Swoop Like Me. But thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. We will get to spinning the wheel after a small list of channels to get going. Rusty's Rambles, thank you so much for the Facebook share. And B Sugar, yeah, I saw you earlier in the chat. So what happens, I'm just going to show you what on earth I'm talking about there too with the participant list. When you watch the live stream, at least on a computer, you hit these 3 dots beside your chat. You can go to the participant list and you can see everybody who's active right this second. The problem with that is that YouTube has this weird thing where if you haven't left a message within like a minute, your name disappears from the chat list. So even though you're watching, even though you're still there and you are participating, because it hasn't been within the last few seconds, you just disappear off the list. If I'm reading names and your name is not there right that moment, then it's possible for me to skip over. But that happens often as well. Again, we try to keep track of everybody in the chat just to say hello and appreciate everybody coming in. I certainly do appreciate those shares. I do appreciate the thumbs up, and I see that Hero Brian 15 has just got a membership from us as well, so thank you for that. I'm going to put your channel onto our Wheel of Doom with the rest of our members, because we always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Derek's Journey. Oh, I accidentally took off Derek's Journey. Silliness. All right, we're ready to go. So I'm going to start looking at more channels. Hobbs Horror, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at K-lastic TV, again, we see a lot of delicious looking content. This is a creator who's been a dear friend of Tuberchat for a very long time. We have featured this channel today across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. I hope you will join those other social networks as well if you haven't already. We've got a subreddit where you can post your videos. We've got a Facebook group where you can post your videos as well, and anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuberchat gets added into a special Twitter list where you can meet more creators in the Tuberchat family and maybe trade some favors over there. I am Zoe. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm not sure if Paralife TV is still here. They came in early and just kind of let us know that they wouldn't be here. And I really do appreciate every moment that everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up, say hello, or let the stream run and things like that. TWTTV is a longtime friend of Tuberchat with a couple of channels. We'll look at them soon enough as well. So Hendrickson Family Farm comes to us with a 30-acre farm. They have got all kinds of livestock for us to see, and they give us a wonderful look at their farm. They've got shorts, videos, and streams. I hope to catch one of their streams soon enough. I know there was one here the other day, but I'd love to catch another live stream where I can really kind of just sit and participate for a moment. So I'll be looking forward to that. But Hendrickson Family Family Farm is here with us frequently, and they're out supporting other creators as well. So when I'm bouncing around between premieres and live streams, trying to support other creators as much as I can, I run into Hendrickson Family Farm supporting others all the time. And they come to us from the farming, gardening, homesteading community of channels. I like to group those together often, and they are incredibly loyal and dedicated supporters, not to mention generous creators, as you can see. So thank you for the super chat to get us going today. I really do appreciate that extra support. I am Zoe, talking about swapping playlists. So first of all, just make the quick announcement, and if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And forgive me, Drunken Chef Barbecue, I hope I welcomed you in the beginning. I saw you here. Not sure if I actually said your name or not. And then Hero Brian 15, what would your community be? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. When I talk about channels and their communities, I talk about the fact that when you have your own audience or viewers, whether they're creators or not, that might be your community. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. When we talk about swapping playlists, it's a simple arrangement. You're agreeing to run a playlist of somebody else's videos, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos. Now, you can imagine if you get a lot of different people to run an entire playlist of videos for you, your watch hours are really going to stack up. But there's another couple of reasons why I talk about it so much. I'll talk about those in a second. But since you're only obligated to run the playlist, not necessarily sit and watch every second of every video, it's easy to do. You could do it when you sleep, when you work, when you eat, when you go out, in another window on a computer or on another device. And the other two benefits to this is the fact that you're trading favors with another creator, right? So this person is probably going to start to favor you afterwards. You will probably find yourself favoring them as well. What that means in general is that, let's say you have 20 videos on your channel right now. That's wonderful that they're going to play 20 of your videos today. But when you think about the fact that you might come out with another 50 videos this year, they will probably watch and run most of them. So that's where your hours are really going to stack up. But the other big benefit to swapping playlists as well is that when somebody runs an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end. And that can bump up the averages for average view time per video, if that makes sense, on your entire channel. So you can see why I push that so much. You'll find lots of people here willing to do that. The Gathering Within is here. And we'll get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. I get into some pretty long speeches here. But as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if I've missed anybody, then, or if I've missed something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. Mr. Bubbles is in the house. Thank you for being here. Queen's Life is here. She dropped another super chat on us. I can see I'm behind with you, so I'm just going to take another video from this creator and add it into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with this creator, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And it's pure variety on this channel, but Queen's Life is with us regularly. They dropped a super chat today. They've done that countless times. And then as well, I'm going to look at Meanty, because Meanty is Queen's Life's son's channel. And this is an official artist channel. They've been working on a lot of hip-hop music. I hope people will check this out. You can tell it's an official artist channel by that music note that we see. Poly 180 Animation Studios, good to see you here. And I am Zoe. We don't have a WhatsApp group right now. I could consider putting one together, but to be honest with you, it might become overwhelming. We do have another place where everybody can kind of chat and meet all the time, and I hang out as much as I can in a separate channel that we have. So for all the music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music. and you can use that in your videos and live streams, but we also have a virtual 24-hour live stream over there. And like I said, I hang out as much as I can. There's people coming in and out occasionally over there. Everybody's free to meet, and we do link drops over there. I know that a lot of people like that. But that kind of gives us a place where we can talk about whatever we want, but particularly YouTube, if you'd like to, all the time. This is why I haven't started a Discord server yet or a WhatsApp group yet. Although they're considerations. That British Train Spotter, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if I welcomed you earlier. And Multi-Hunter 247, good to see you here as well. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. We're kind of moving pretty quickly today. So, Nyambura Mwangi, good to see you here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with both Queen's Life and Meanty. Next up is Retro Completionist, another creator who dropped a super chat on us before we really got going today, and I really do appreciate that extra support. Retro Completionist has 1,700 subscribers, and it looks like they've actually got that locked in. So I'm hoping we can get them moving a little bit farther on the road towards 1,800. I'm just going to grab another gameplay video from you. They've been doing Metal Gear Solid. So Metal Gear is something I haven't actually played. I know it's popular, but they mix up the games on their channel. I'm just adding your latest video into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then that's right, yes, Retro Completionist. So all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available on that channel that you can use. And as a hint for the Tuber Chat family, you can find download links for MP3s on all the descriptions of the songs. Most of them. I have to update the last like 10 or 12 songs, but the rest of them are all there. But the virtual 24-hour live stream runs as well, and you can run that in the background of a live stream. All the music is instrumental. It's all like EDM, house, nightclub type stuff, but you don't have to worry about being spoken over or sung over or anything like that. And the link for that will be dropped here every 30 minutes or so. Coffee Talking Dogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, forgive me if I missed anything anybody wanted me to see. And then, yeah, Coffee Talking Dogs. Coffee Talking Dogs. We only have about 42 songs right now, but the collection will expand over time. And we may expand into different genres and things like that. But it's enough music for anybody to get moving right now, that's for sure. Swoop Like Me is up right now for another super chat as well. So thank you for that extra support. They've got 1,180 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. Oh, and then New Jersey Fishing Maniac brings up an interesting point, right? So they talk about the idea of banners and things like that. You use StreamYard from the phone, which is cool. Now, some of you may not know, but I have a full-time gig that actually takes me outdoors on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But I also, half of my full-time job, do a lot of social media marketing. I kind of always have, or since being any kind of a young adult and things like that. But when you think about that, there are people who are willing to pay to have the things that we do done for them, right? Or trade favors. There's people who enjoy making thumbnails and banners. There's people who don't like it at all. There's people who enjoy writing descriptions and doing SEO, and there's a lot of people who don't like it, not to mention tags and hashtags and research and, you know, all the other promotions, social media with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Pinterest, and everything else, right? So you can find people to trade favors with if you'd like to, but you can also find people to pay, or people who might be willing to pay you if there's things you do enjoy doing. When somebody wants to get into the idea of doing banners and thumbnails and things like that that hasn't yet, I would recommend Canva. I use Photoshop more than anything else, but occasionally I will turn to Canva. It's a free website and app both on iOS and Android, and it's easy to use, and I've done a couple of quick tutorials on those. Actually, those were long-winded tutorials on my personal channel, but it just shows how easy it is to get started, and they have a lot of templates to get you going. As soon as you go and look, if you haven't seen it yet, you'll recognize a lot of the thumbnails that you see because people have been using them. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house as well. And my goodness, We are really moving quickly. So again, forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Please mention it again with 3 thumbs up if I've missed a question or a comment. And I will appreciate it. Hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. Passion for Art, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think they said they're actually going live in another hour or so. So forgive me, I was jumping around the times today. The last couple of days I've had to really kind of take the weekend hour by hour, but I decided to hop on and get Superchat running right now. It's close to our regular time. But they'll have fresh content for us afterwards. And that $1 Scratch Off King is in the house. Not sure if I welcomed you. Rem's Family Farm is here. My dear goodness. So if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the signal sent into the algorithm, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, if that makes sense. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And as well, when we look at Swoop Like Me, now this is a pure variety channel, but this is an unbelievably supportive creator. So when I am out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, trying to support other creators, I run into Swoop Like Me, not only supporting, but engaging conversation in the chat. When you engage true conversation in a live chat like this, you're really doing a great service for any host, because, you know, true engagement signals are being sent into the algorithm for them. Thank you, Glorious Platter, for the share. Thank you to everybody who has shared. King Ismail 2002 YT. Good to see you here. And boy, are we just ever flying. So thank you, everybody. Passion for Art is in the house. Yes, okay, I did mention that. Yes, because they're going live shortly. If I'm right, forgive me if I'm mistaken. And then, yeah, thank you, I am Zoe. This is, you know, Tuber Chat is called a growth stream. There are a lot of them out there. I've got some friends that run growth streams and things like that. There's lots of places where you can meet new friends and family members, and they all run a little bit differently. My YouTube BFF is in the house, Fern's Junk Closet, and thank you so much for coming in. Vern's Junk Closet has been with me from the very beginning of Tuber Chat and far, far, far beyond. You know, I've been on YouTube for just over 5 years now, but it was about 2.5 to 3 years ago that I was introduced to the small YouTuber community. It is because of the generosity that I saw in a lot of creators like Vern's Junk Closet, Jeremy D-Day, House of X Entertainment Inc., and many others that Tuber Chat was inspired, which is another growth stream, but we put the focus on friendships because I was overwhelmed by the generosity in these creators willing to help each other out. Not to mention, when I said to Vern's Junk Closet, hey, I'm going to go and do a channel, you know, the same thing as you do, getting people together, and House of X Entertainment Inc., they didn't say, don't copy me, don't do what we're doing, go find your own idea. They said, we'll help you build it. And if you can imagine, that's what I'm talking about with generosity. It's out there, and I know there's enough people to help everybody. We see that now. Tuber Chat's been here over 2 years and over 400 episodes, and it continues to grow. So I'm overwhelmed constantly, but I know that everybody is you know, around here willing to help each other, so everybody's going to be just fine. We see that all the time as well. Thank you as well, Vern's Junk Closet, for another super chat. She did that last week too. So for that reason, we're going to look at her channels, because she's got 2 of them right after Sea Bear Scratchers. Swoop Like Me, I just took one of your videos and put it into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Hobbs Horror, thank you for the share. I really do appreciate that. Forgive me for all the details that I don't miss in the chat. We're obviously moving pretty quickly today, but if you need my attention, then again, please just simply add 3 thumbs up to your message or mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. So Sea Bear Scratchers, I'm surprised that we haven't already connected, but we're going to do that right now. They're obviously connected to Tuber Chat, but I've seen Sea Bear Scratchers out supporting others. When we look at lottery ticket scratching creators or channels, this community and genre has a lot of overly, well, I shouldn't say overly, but overwhelmingly generous creators within it. We see that all the time in Bear Scratchers. I believe I met originally with Scratch and Pete PA, but so many of the lottery ticket scratching community are out supporting others, both in their own community and outside, that it's just wonderful to see. I'm just taking one of your videos because I don't watch or subscribe while I live stream, and I've added a video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed, like I said, to Tuber Chat. I'm sure you are. And have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Another dear friend is in the house. Hilda DC is part of our moderator squad. I've got her on the Wheel of Doom, and I see that Frasball Collects is here as well. We were intending on featuring that channel, but we're going to do it next week. Now, I talked about Vern's Junk Closet as being my YouTube BFF. This is somebody who I have collaborated more than almost any other creator. The exception might be Kristen Welton, but Vern and I have been together many times. She joins me every 100th episode of Tuber Chat, where we have a very different kind of special edition live stream. It's more of a 2-hour conversation and discussion about tips and tricks for your channels, updates on YouTube and things like that, where hopefully you can benefit both your channels and your videos. Vern's Junk Closet is a wealth of information. She's known as the YouTube cheerleader, and she is as passionate as I am about the idea of helping others both get together, grow their channels, and improve along the way. She actually has 2 channels now. Now, this one here is getting pretty close to 5K. She's got 4,800 subscribers right now, so you know there's much to be learned from her as well as entertained and inspired by. And I'm going to show you her second channel in a quick second. Now, this is where, more than anything else, you're going to get the kind of information that's going to help you both with your YouTube channel, your videos, as well as the other social networks. She's active on Instagram and TikTok, and then as well is very inspiring as a motivational speaker. So you'll find that when you get there. She's always very busy, but very much loved as well. So when I go to VMac Show, I see a second channel from Vern's Junk Closet where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the creator that I call my YouTube BFF and your YouTube cheerleader. Sharon Gehring, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for anybody I've missed in the chat. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. Emotion, I did see you come in. I've got you on the Wheel of Doom. Emotion is here both as a member and a moderator, actually. Mama's Handprint, good to see you here. And, yeah, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Pardon me just for a quick second. I'll be right back. And once again, we're looking at VMac Show. This is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at Vern's Junk Closet. And you will find a little bit more help with both motivation, inspiration, and details about YouTube channels and things like that on this channel, but the purpose is more of a behind-the-scenes look, and she has a lot more fun over here. We get a better look at the creator behind both of these channels. So I hope you will enjoy connecting to both of them. And if you haven't gone back to see the episode 100, 200, or 300, or 400 now of Tuber Chat, I hope you will. I've put them on the front page. They're easy to find so that you can get a lot of you know, it's longer information than we can get into here in Tuber Chat, because between putting channels on the screen, we usually just talk about quick nuggets of information, not long-form discussions, but they're packed with all kinds of goodies for both your channels and your videos. Both the positives and the negatives. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up right now, so thank you one more time, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, for another super chat. She's done that countless times, and like I said, is an overwhelmingly generous creator. Mickey Laughs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Herobrine15 has shared for us on Twitter. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. What I usually do is after Tuber Chat, I will go through the notifications that I get tomorrow that tell me who's tweeted or retweeted for Tuber Chat, and then everybody gets added into a special Twitter list where we have 150 people now who are both in the Tuber Chat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for others, because the idea is if they're willing to tweet or retweet for us, they might be willing to retweet and tweet for you. And if you're the kind of person who enjoys doing that for others, you'll likely find some friends to trade favors with and get some outside traffic coming in to your channel and your videos from Twitter. Life at the Logans, good to see you here. Dangerous Jobbers, good to see you back in the house as well. Pardon me. Yeah, Herobrine15, I can't, I'm not going to stop the show to go look at Twitter, but I will look at it afterwards. But thank you for that. And then, Chris's Clever Craft is here with 536 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. You'll see he puts a lot of focus on others with a lot of featured channels on his front page. When you feature channels this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of you, when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. And then, thank you, Herobrine15. I haven't actually looked at the numbers on Twitter. I know we passed 1,000 on Instagram a while back, but the different networks have different numbers. We also have, like I said, a subreddit and a Facebook group where everybody can share their stuff as well. And yes, we are doing just fine right now. Oh dear, Hilda DC was going to break out Woody, and probably Wendy as well. Chris's Clever Craft does pure variety on his channel, but this is a creator who's become a great friend over a long period of time. He brings fun everywhere he goes, both here in Tuber Chat and outside when I see him both supporting and engaging conversation in other channels, whether it's premieres or live streams, even comments. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with him. We'd love to push him towards the 600 that he's thinking about. Chris's Clever Craft has an interesting property. Goodness. And he likes to take us both indoors and outdoors, sometimes for a look around, sometimes for a story to be told, sometimes an unboxing video, or sometimes even do it yourself. He's been known to do shout-out videos as well, and does well with series, where recently he actually showed us something where he was trading some work for a car, which is interesting. I know it's not the same thing as I was talking about earlier when I said about trading favors and, you know, doing thumbnails and banners and tags and different things for each other, video editing and everything else. But there's a lot of favors out there that can be traded, not to mention things that can be paid for. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Now, we've been on for just over 40 minutes now, so I'm going to try to start moving just a little bit faster through channels. We want to get as many on the screen as we can in the next couple of hours. We can stay up to almost 2 more hours if everybody would like. And I'm just going to get the Gathering Within up on the screen. I'm going to walk away for a quick second. I'm going to leave you to look at this channel. I'm going to be right back, but I'm not going to turn the camera off. We'll talk about this channel when I get back. All right, thank you, everybody. Just had to run away for a quick second there. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Gathering Within is a fellow Canadian, and if I'm right, they split their time between Canada and the US, which we call that lifestyle snowbirds. Now, forgive me, because I might be getting into too much detail about that. My grandparents were snowbirds, and I remember as a child going to visit them in Florida, which was kind of cool. And this creator brings us an interesting type of content. Ace Flaw 1, good to see you here. That's Andy. He's been with me for about 2.5 years as well. When we look at the Gathering Within, they want to bring us pleasing content both in visuals and in audio. So this channel can be used as a resource, maybe something to sit and watch or listen to or have running in the background while you're doing other things. It's very resourceful, but as well, the Gathering Within usually gives us positive affirmations to go along with the pleasing audio and visual. So we see channels that are similar to this, but the Gathering Within has always been a unique member of the Superchat family, so I hope you'll enjoy connecting with them. They are incredibly supportive of other creators. I run into them constantly. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Superchat for a very long time. So let me spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel up here. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If I've missed anybody, anything that anybody's meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then, yes, Passion for Art, thank you very much. I was saying they're going to go live in a little while, but they will have fresh content for us to see after Tuber Chat today. So, when we look at Annabelle TV, we see 561 subscribers. Now, this is a creator who's been a member of Tuber Chat, an official member, for a couple of months. But I keep on almost joking that it seems like it's a lot longer because this creator is not only with us just about every single day, I think it is for every single stream, but as well they engage conversation also. And I see them out supporting other creators as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy connecting with them and get some of that support coming back to you as well. This channel really kind of does pure variety, but what I'm going to do is take this 5K subscriber challenge video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind with this creator. And then Hero Brian 15 says, should I do video recreating Jurassic Park in real life and give the last person to leave Jurassic Park $100? It's an interesting idea. That's for sure. Cliff Hefner, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Hilda DC has a cat named Kevin, and the cat must be watching Tuber Chat right now. Interesting. Hilda DC always has interesting things happening. So, thank you, Annabelle TV. And again, with 561 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them on the road towards the 600 that they're thinking about. The British Train Spotter 1 is still in the house, so thanks for hanging out. When we talk about the wheel and the screen, it is open to everybody, by the way. So, you do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. In the case of members, we add them to the wheel right away. In the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away, but it is open to everybody. And we will get to as many channels as we can in the next hour and a half or so. Let's look at I Am Betty J Gathers right now from the Wheel of Doom. And if anybody has the ability to share the stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead. John Paul, missed your live stream for your 65th birthday. Oh, my dear goodness. I hope everybody will congratulate and wish a happy birthday to John Paul. He's actually an 8-year veteran of YouTube, but 65 years old is a fantastic milestone. So happy belated birthday. I'm sorry I missed the stream. I've been tied up for a couple of days. I'll have to use that as an excuse. I'm not sure what day you did that stream on. But hopefully I'll catch the next one. And John Paul has been a member here with Tuber Chat for a while, so I've got them on the Wheel of Doom. And then thanks, Hero Brian 15. So, I Am Betty J Gathers is another powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation, and even inspiration. This creator is here with us every single day in Tuber Chat. She supports on all of my channels. She does so with enthusiasm, as well as everybody else that she supports. I see her bouncing around from creator to creator, supporting everybody she possibly can. Now, on her channel, in her content, more than anything else, she wants to motivate us with healthy living, but I'm just taking her latest video and putting it into my catch-up list. She also does a lot of live streams. See, I missed this one too, right? Hopefully I'll catch her again. And she is allowing and encouraging other creators to meet the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat when we're over there. So you'll likely meet more friends and family members when you're there. Yeah, John Paul, I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next live stream. Like everybody, I try to support everybody as much as I possibly can. Bouncing around, it always becomes harder for all of us to support each other as much as we all might like, but as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing and hitting milestones and getting monetized and all that other good stuff. We see premieres, live streams, and things like that building up as well. And 2014, I missed that. Did Bearded Eagle just walk in? There you are. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Theta Eisenberg is here since 2014. What does that make? 7 years? Yeah, 7 or 8 years. Derek's Journey is coming up on the wheel right now. Yeah, Theta Eisenberg. You'll have to let me know if it is. If you've been on for 7 or 8 years, it's got to be one or the other, right? Derek's Journey is going to motivate us with fitness as well. So that goes along really well with the healthy eating and intermittent fasting that I Am Betty J Gathers has been talking about as well. Thank you, Eerie Frog. Eerie Frog always has the most positive things to say in the chat. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. I really do appreciate every moment that you can spend. Her time zone is quite far off of ours, but she's started live streaming as well now. So if you enjoy delicious looking content, you will find Gloria's Platter and the things that she does on her channel to be very entertaining. Fred Franklin, good to see you here. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is another creator who has been with me for over 2.5 years and happens to be a member with one of his 4 channels. So I've got him on the Wheel of Doom, of course, with other members. And we will get some more names for the wheel from our chat list soon enough. Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Derek's Journey, we see another creator, much like Chris's Clever Craft, puts a lot of focus on other channels on the front page. Now, Derek's Journey, more than anything else, wants to motivate us with fitness. And they do that often. They make challenges, they collaborate with other creators, but they also give us a wonderful look at the creator and their family life behind the channel. They take us on adventures, they bring us along for challenges and product reviews lately that they're doing. I tried one of these rain drinks, you know, because I drink these monsters all the time. I wish I would quit. But these rain drinks, I had one of their, I think it was the sour apple one, and I was hoping it would taste just like the green monster, but not even close. So I didn't like it. I might go back for a second try someday, but I'd like to get off of that stuff. I'm trying to drink more coffee instead of energy drinks because coffee's much better for you. But I do appreciate the idea of some of these reviews and taste tests to kind of let us know we can save some money by not buying things we might not be interested in if somebody lets us know what the stuff's like before we get into it. So I'm just going to take your latest 2 rains are better than 1, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. They've got 1,400 subscribers already, and Derek's Journey is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for a very long time. Thank you, Mom of the Castle. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just running the stream or even if you're just coming by to say hello. Drop a quick thumbs up. If anybody has already not given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get... obviously, it's good for the algorithm signals. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up when I have it. And... MLW Fishing Man, good to see you here. Oh, there's a handful of... oh, thank you, that British Train Spotter one. Yeah, the energy drink debates are interesting in the different flavors and different types. Mo, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They've shared for us on Twitter a million times. James Money 615 is in the house. Good to see you here. Motor City Scratchers is here as well. We got a fantastic mix today of friends, over the last couple of years. Some brand new today and some that have been with us for a while and everything in between. So that's great. It might be interesting to know that here on TuberChat, there are over 100 channels that will come through every single day in a... as an average number, let's just say. Some of those channels will be brand new, usually 5 to 10 every day. And then we have creators that have been with us for 2 years, some for a week, some for a month, some for a few, and even longer, and everything in between. So there's always new people to meet here in TuberChat. And Tropical Buzz, like I was saying earlier, is the second channel from the Stock Explorer. We will get a great look at that channel on Friday when we feature it, but we'll probably have a good look at it today as well. Hero Brian 15 is a new member here in TuberChat. They've got 3,600 subscribers. Now, I'm still getting to know this channel, but this creator's already shown a lot of... engagement here in the chat, for which I'm grateful. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to take your Q-Birth video, proven by independent research. I've got some friends who debate over flat Earth constantly, so that will probably be entertaining to me in many different ways. But I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add it into my catch-up list. That will help me get to know your content a little bit better. And the idea, of course, is that as I put channels on the screen, and then as I get to know the content by watching videos over time and hopefully get to know the creators behind the channels, I'll do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. And let's spin. Cali King 916 gives us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me for a quick second. Anybody can reach out to me anytime at TuberChat on Instagram. And I try to be attentive of it. Sometimes I'm... pardon me. I am on Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, but Instagram all the time. Now, I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. I usually don't go through it too much while we're here unless the moderators need to get a hold of me for some reason, or if I need to get a hold of them. But anybody can reach out and we post every time that we stream on Instagram, both in a post and a story. So House of X Entertainment Inc. is here with over 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 they're going to be thinking about. This is a couple of creators together. This is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, who have both been with me for well over 2.5 years. They were two of the very first creators to ever come into our very first Tuber Chat live stream, and they have been incredible supporters right from the beginning for all that time. Now, they are both monetized creators. They have their own channels here. I'll show you. It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, fully monetized here. Pure variety with a lot of cooking videos lately, a lot of faith and inspiration as well. Yo, it's your boy Leo, more than anything else, has been doing a lot of video gameplay and is fully monetized as well. But when we look at House of X Entertainment Inc., this is where they put a lot of focus on other creators. There are a lot of interviews here with some of the creators you've already met here in the Tuber Chat family, but you'll also be introduced to a lot of new creators from House of X Entertainment Inc. Tina the Explorer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and thank you everybody for those thumbs up. Yeah, we're doing well. I know those numbers fluctuate, but we're getting close to 80, so thank you everybody for that. And hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. If I've missed anybody, I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. We should get around to everybody. And if you have mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I did miss, just please mention that again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will try to catch that the next time around. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. When we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some more from our chat list. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here in the house as well. So Sam actually did ask, I believe it was, that Kristen Welton, my girlfriend, we live together close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. It's her birthday today, and she's actually not feeling that great, so she was thinking about doing a live stream today, but ended up kind of having to cancel that. Just in case those of you who had noticed it wonder, now Kristen not feeling well today is not the same reason why I wasn't here yesterday or the day before. I'm sure she'll be fine, but she's just feeling just the slightest bit under the weather for right now. But I do appreciate the thought, of course. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator and on the Wheel of Doom. Patricia Namiauni, good to see you in the house. Namiauni, thank you for being here. And then, yeah, I don't think she's sick or anything like that. Just not feeling 100%. You know how that can be. Frazball Collects has over 700 subscribers. Now, this is a creator who's here with us frequently in Tuber Chat as well. And what they bring us in their content is a look at numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. And when you get to Frazball Collects, you see the different... I do a rollover on this channel all the time, because even though the thumbnails are very much matching on this channel, the branding is very consistent here. When I roll over, you get an idea of the different types of collector coins that Frazball Collects is going to show us more than anything else. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing what they bring. They're an incredibly supportive creator and have been for quite some time. So I'd love for you to get that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them as well. And then, yeah, all good, Tropical Buzz. I just had to move some things around. You know, sometimes, so family to me, very important. I love spending time with family, and, you know, I'm always there when there's things to help with and stuff like that. But you never know when something you go and do for an hour or 2 hours is going to turn into something that's a little bit more and this and that. That's why I constantly say we try never to move the times of Tuber Chat unless we absolutely have to. But if I have to, then I do. And otherwise, we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And let's spin the wheel. I did say we were going to try and move a little bit faster through channels. Actually, if anybody in the house is willing to share this stream out right now, I'll appreciate it greatly on any other social network. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, if of course. And then Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers is in the house. Good to see you here. And then if... one of the things I just want to mention, because I know we've got quite a few new channels coming through the chat, especially today, is that the best success here in Superchat is found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, coming back, letting them know you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. I recommend starting with a conversation with other creators because that can do a lot when it comes to getting to know whether somebody might have the intent of being a supporter or if they've still got a little bit to go in learning what we're exactly doing here in Superchat and deciding if they're of the same mindset, right? Generosity is always number one here, the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. Many of the creators who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat unless they... with good reason. They want to see the way that they interact with everybody first. Hero Brian 15, I might have missed what you were looking for if you asked a question. If you do ask something that I missed, just please be patient with me. Mention it again with 3 thumbs up. If it's something that could be handled outside of Superchat, you can reach out to me on Instagram. Like I said, I'm there all the time. Facebook some of the time, or most of the time. Twitter some of the time. But Instagram is where I usually am. The Gaming Ham has a second channel called the Metal Ham. We're going to look at both of those in another 3 minutes. Nicholas Family Adventures is here. Good to see you in the house. I think I missed a channel coming in, or did I get to it? I don't think I got to it. There's a... oh, another channel just walked in the door. And pardon me while I try to scan through the chat to catch them. I don't mean to miss anybody. We're moving pretty quickly today. Runneth Over Garden and Life. Not sure if I welcomed you earlier today, but good to see you here. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers. Yes, I did say hello. So it's great to have you here. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes for a quick break. And then we're going to come back and look at the Gaming Ham and the Metal Ham. Oh dear. Pardon me. Come on now. Pardon me. I keep on hitting the wrong thing. What I was going to say is when you use Streamlabs Desktop, as I do, or OBS or programs like that, you can set up the F keys on your keyboard to kind of help you with a couple of quick things like those scene changes that I do, or turning your mic on and off and different things like that. And I had slipped a couple of times there. On a Mac, when you hit the F11 key, it puts it into a weird kind of a mode where all your stuff disappears off the screen. So right at the last second, I was kind of, I don't want to say freaking out, but you know what I mean? And then hitting one wrong button after the other. I'm sure Scratch and PPA will be laughing, knowing that that time I didn't mean to not unmute the microphone. I know I did for a quick second, but I was just hitting everything mistakenly, so that's okay. I make as many mistakes as anybody else, I promise you, and if Scratch and PPA had a nickel for every time he had to help me with one, he wouldn't need to be monetized, that's for sure. Speaking of which, we will look at his channel soon enough, but if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours so that you can aim towards monetization, then simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, swapping playlists is still a great idea, in my opinion, for monetized channels, because there's two other big benefits, and they're the reason why I push it so much. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we think about the idea of swapping playlists, you're trading favors with another creator. You will likely start to favor them, but they will also likely start to favor you. And wouldn't it be great if you had a lot of creators favoring you? Now, Hero Brian 15 made another point in the chat talking about a goal of eventually getting 100 views on every video in the first day, did you say? The first day or first hour, I forget what you said. But wouldn't it be a wonderful world? And the more friends you have, you know, what if you had 100 true friends on YouTube? And I'm not talking about 1,000 subscribers. I'm talking about real core supporters who are interested in your channel's success, you as a creator, not to mention your content over time, where every time you did put out a video, you did get that 100 views. That would be a wonderful head start. And it's a great thing to aim for. Silent Silver, good to see you in the house. Come hither with Heather is here as well. We're looking at the Gaming Ham. This is an interesting creator, or at least an interesting name for a channel. And the reason why I say that is because the Gaming Ham brings us a lot of video gameplay, and they mix things up on their channel, but they also happen to be an advocate for the amateur radio community, which is lovingly known as ham radio. So you will often find this creator talking ham radio and playing gameplay at the same time. So it's an interesting name for a channel, very clever and very memorable in my own opinion, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for a while. They, of course, are a member, so they had been added onto our Wheel of Doom as soon as I saw them in the chat. We do that with all of our members. Now, I added another couple of names while we were on break there as well. Eerie Frog is on the wheel now. Mr. Bubbles is on the wheel. I know that Glorious Platter said that they had to go, but I'm just checking to see if they're still here, because if they are, it was their turn to be on the wheel. If not, we'll move on. I'm just going to show you the Metal Ham, which is a second channel from the Gaming Ham, and we'll see if we can get their channel up. Is this the right one? Yes, this is it. The Metal Ham has 5 subscribers right now, but we'd love to encourage this creator by getting them a few more subscribers, getting them rolling on the road to 10, and getting them on the move towards the first 100. Rose Kitchen and Vlogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Now, the Metal Ham is showing us a lot of metal working. By the look of it, they're still growing their channel, but they did talk about safety from the beginning, which is really, really cool. So, I'm looking forward to your next video. I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Yes, a hobbyist metal worker that enjoys blacksmithing and foundry work. So I have a lot to learn about this. I got a guy who is a neighbor close to where I work that talks about the idea of, how did he put it, making a metal forger out of... like creating his own metal forger, which is interesting. Little Frenchie in Big Texas is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Now, since we're in the second half of the live stream, I'm going to move faster through channels. I really am. But we've got a long way to go. So up to about, just under an hour and a half, we can stay if everybody would like. We'll get as many channels on the wheel and the screen as we can. So the Bud Files is coming up right now, and they happen to just become a member today. So I put them on the wheel, and they happen to be the first one. But the Bud Files is here with us frequently. They also are out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly, and I still am getting to know the content on this channel, Modern Day Archaeologists. History and digitally preserve it. That's interesting. They head to ghost towns, abandoned places, and graveyards. So their channel can very well fit in with a lot of the paranormal and abandoned location investigation channels that we have. Even I've been out on a couple of paranormal investigations with a couple of members of the Tuber Chat family. So let's get this interior Fairview Cemetery video and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up, and might be able to help my friend. Oh, yeah, thank you, the Gaming Ham. Yeah, more of an idea than anything else. My friend happens to be an electrician, but for fun, he forges things in his garage. He's shown us knife, hopefully not meant to be a weapon, that he had put together the other day, but it's pretty fascinating. Oh, still don't know how to add a background music when making a video. So Silent Silver, I hope to do some tutorials about these things at some point in the future. In most video programs, what you will find is something called a timeline, commonly known as a timeline, and this is where strips of your video will just run from left to right, and you can follow along the timeline, see what's happening in the video, and edit your different frames and things like that. In most programs, at least on the computer, you're able to have several strips of video or audio along that timeline, and in most cases it's as easy as grabbing the audio file you want and dragging it above or below the video that you're trying to line it up to. So forgive me for my not very helpful tutorial while I talk about that, but that is the way that it works, and if it makes any kind of sense the way I'm explaining it, you might be able to get that done easier than you think. Everyday Notes, good to see you here. Six Bows is back, so it's good to see you in the house as well. And we're looking at Hilda DC. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's been a dear friend for a very long time. She is a member of our Moderator squad, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She is fully monetized, as you can see, so there are lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships. Now, when we look at Hilda DC's content, she posts just about every single day, and it could be a premiere, an occasional live stream. She also brings us shorts, so we have all three types of content on this channel. More than anything else, she is bringing us a mukbang style review or challenge. And it's interesting to see the different things that Hilda DC comes up with. But you'll also notice that in her content is a lot of positive affirmation. That can be from the creator herself, or in special effects that run on top of the videos. She even gets the robots like Nightbot involved in that as well. She is an incredibly positive and inspiring creator, so I hope everybody will connect with her for that reason. You'll get some of that positivity and inspiration coming to you on your own channel after you connect with her. And her premieres and live streams have wild, fast-paced running live chats as well, so you'll meet more friends and family members over there. All of our moderators, by the way, are dear friends of mine. They have been for a very long time. There's a long-winded speech that goes behind my friendship with each of them, but they all are dear friends to each other, and they all do something different on their channels, but they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members. So I hope you will connect with them and keep your community growing even when TuberChat is not live streaming. So let's look at Emotion now. Another member of our moderator squad, but Emotion also happens to be a gold member here. And what that means is that we see their channel every single day, whether they're here or not, in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So Emotion, you'll notice, has an official artist channel, but it is a very popular name for a channel, so we have a little bit of trouble finding that. What I type in when I'm looking for Emotion is Emotion New Soul, but it's important that we search, find, and click on each other's names, and the reason why is because as hundreds of creators do that for you, your channel will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for, you know, for instance here, our particular emotion, if that makes sense. So we just need to give a little bit of a boost to the search results, or we need to give a little bit of help by using Emotion New Soul to get to this creator, but they should come up pretty quickly because Emotion is growing rapidly. On their channel, they bring us their original works. This is a talented singer and songwriter. Sometimes they bring us music videos, but they also bring us compilations, and those can be in the form of premieres or live streams. We've joined them many times for those. They also round out the channel with a lot of shorts as well as some reaction videos, so there's all three types of content on this channel. Now when we head over to Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see a second channel from this same talented singer and songwriter. This is where we get a behind the scenes look at how the music is made by Emotion. You can see he's got Logic open on his Mac, and he's kind of showing us the singing and songwriting process in a series of videos. He also brings us shorts here, along with some other compilations and then reaction videos as well. So this musical creator is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and is another dear friend to TuberChat, of course, because like I said, they happen to be a member and a moderator. So I hope you'll enjoy connecting with them. The Weightlifting Geek, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator who's made quite an impact here in the TuberChat family. Next, we're going to see another moderator. And it's interesting because when you look at the chat, there doesn't seem to be that many moderators, but we're having a series of their channels coming up all in a row right now. Now, Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. This is a creator who not only has been a dear friend for a very long time, but is somebody who truly has my back. And you see that many people who are here often will find that whenever I make mistakes, Scratch and PPA seems to catch all of them, and there are more than you think, I promise. But Scratch and PPA is an unbelievable supporter. He's built up an incredible reputation both as a moderator and a supporter to a lot of creators. Now, what that means is that when you join Scratch and PPA for his premieres that run every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, which I just put the notification on for, you will find a live chat that runs faster than even TuberChat, maybe faster than Hilda DC, faster than most you've seen on all of YouTube. And the reason I believe for that more than anything else is because of the overwhelming support that Scratch and PPA gives to other creators. He seems to be everywhere all the time, bouncing in between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos, and it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. It is very fast-paced, very high energy. And then as well, his premieres always consist of an interactive series of videos. This creator has been consistent ever since the beginning. And obviously in the lottery ticket scratching genre of creators, but they have a unique spin on their videos where they give you the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. I hope you can join us this Tuesday when he runs his premiere. I literally have a reminder on my phone to make sure I don't miss them, and there are several of us who text each other within the Tuber Chat family to make sure that nobody misses Scratch and PPA's premieres. Facing Reality, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. Martin X Honcho, good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And, pardon me, I gotta get, I'm gonna have to get up for a quick second here. Let me spin the wheel. And, I'm going to go just for a very quick break. It's not going to be 3 minutes or anything like that, but when we get back, we're going to look at Eerie Frog. All right, pardon me for that. I haven't been drinking enough today, and I can tell I'm quite wired from my breakfast, but you gotta stay hydrated, right? Some of those energy drinks and caffeine, not that I know what I'm talking about, but I understand that they can be almost dehydrating. So we gotta keep it up, not to mention we gotta keep the voice moving. We got a lot of channels to go through. We'll get to as many as we can in the next hour or so. So, Eerie Frog, I said we were going to look at. Now, it's time for me to get some more names on our wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that in another second as well. And... yeah, Chris's Clever Craft. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be there soon, right after Tuber Chat. I love to help out. Chris's Clever Craft works harder than I do, I'll tell you that. And then some actually... energy drinks that actually hydrate you too. So that's possible. I got to get off of those though, Derek's Journey. I want to start drinking more coffee and less of that stuff. I got to get off carbonated stuff too. I am at that point where you got to start taking these things seriously, and I've been delaying as long as I can, but I really need to start. Eerie Frog is up here right now with 70 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 80 that they'll be thinking about, a little bit closer to that first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we are pushing each other along. We see creators hitting those milestones all the time and passing them, of course. Miss Key Kitchen, good to see you here. And then, yeah, coffee is way better, says Bearded Eagle, for sure. But as well, Derek's Journey actually has been experimenting with a bit of that stuff, but because their whole family is so much into fitness, and they surround themselves both online and offline with other people who are so health focused, my bet is that he actually probably has some that would be more good for you than not. Not to mention hydrating. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I've thought about experimenting with some of the other stuff. I know. I think Monster makes I know they make a lot of ones that are not carbonated, which would be helpful, but this hydro is something I was looking at the other day as well. There's Corinne's Life too, another dear friend. Let's get her on the wheel. She happens to be another moderator here. She's here as a member and a moderator, so we'll get her on the Wheel of Doom right away. We always add members as soon as we see them in the chat. Eerie Frog does pure variety on their channel, but when they're here in Tuber Chat, they have the most positive and inspiring things to say, for which I'm very grateful. You know, when you say... you know, engage true conversation in the chat, you're doing a great service for any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. But Eerie Frog is always spreading tons of positivity. Now, I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I know it's a short one. I put your notification bell on for the one that's coming up. But I'm going to take this Call of Duty mobile video, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. So just so I can get caught up with you. I was literally like almost off Tuber Chat for a couple of days there. So I've got some serious catching up to do. But I did say I was going to add some more names to the wheel, so I'm going to do that right this second. Or in another second. Let me spin. I got to refresh one of my pages in the background here. Iced coffee. Oh, and thank you, Chocolate Drop. Chocolate Drop has a nickname for me, and they use it all the time. I'm going to put Chocolate Drop's channel up on the screen next because of that super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. And, you know, there are a lot of people here in the Tuber Chat family, and a lot that have been inspiring and even making the Tuber Chat channel in the first place, that are truly interested in helping people, you know, because I believe you can actually get what you want out of life, even while helping other people, if not by that. But we see wholeheartedly here that by giving much more than you expect to receive, you get so much more back, right? If anybody was to watch the things that I do, I wouldn't expect anybody to, but if you did, if you were like, oh, let me see exactly what on Earth Tuber Chat actually does when they're on YouTube, let me like see if they actually comment, let me see if they show up, let me see if they're, you know, supportive or what the story is, you will find that, you know, of course I am as much as possible, certainly not more than a lot of other people, but, you know, I obviously get all the things that I want, but there are so much more, there's so much more support that comes through, and it's way beyond support. It becomes friendship. It becomes true family. You know, you start to see people who reach out to you when you disappear even for a moment, or when, you know, they think something might be up, people can start to tell, right? And you start to have people who truly have your back, who look out for you when you're, you know, in different places and things like that. If any of that makes sense. I'm trying not to run on, I always do, but there's so much generosity out there, and, you know, it's just overwhelming. I talk about it all the time. So, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is up here right now. Now, this particular creator has 4 channels. This is their original. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been with me from the beginning of my small YouTuber journey. So when I talk about this, I've been on YouTube for over 5 years now. But I found the small YouTuber community just under 3 years ago. I was introduced to a bunch of creators like Jeremy D-Day, House of X Entertainment Inc., Vern's Junk Closet, who was here earlier. And these creators are inspirational in the idea of building this that we're doing here, because I saw so much generosity in them willing to support others. As a matter of fact, in Kid Wonder's case, this is the first creator chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat, because they were so supportive in the building of the channel in the very first place. They've been with us that long. And the reason I put so much focus on these stories, because I want you to understand, first of all, what's out there, and then as well just get an idea of the kind of support that's going to come back to you from some of these particular creators. But Kid Wonder has been with me all this time on all of my channels. He has several of his own. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Kid Wonder's fully monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships available when we get there. I actually collaborated with them not too long ago. We were joking about it for about a year, but we got together on his gaming and live stream channel. He actually streamed it out on both channels at the same time. But we got together to play this pool game that you'll see often in his channel, which is 8-Ball Pool here. And if you scroll back, like it's a few weeks ago now, but we got together, there it is, and we played for an hour. And that's just a game that I happened to play on the phone a long time ago, like for years or whatever, casually. But I noticed that Kid Wonder played it, and I said, hey, we should play one day. And then we caught each other. He was playing online. I said, I'm going to hop in there. We should play right now. And we did. So it's fun. You'll see me get crushed by Kid Wonder, and that'll be entertaining. But this is an incredibly supportive creator. So here's a second channel, 3,000 subscribers. Here I'm just going to take another video. I'm going to watch the second one here because it's a little bit shorter and my catch-up list's getting full. But then as well, when we look at the mukbang show with Kid Wonder, I'm just going to flip through the last two really quickly. We see 60 subscribers so far, so he's building this one up. And then as well, he's got Kid Wonder Presents in Random News. Now this creator brings us all three types of content, including video, shorts, and live streams, but they live stream frequently as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Chocolate Drop is coming up next. They dropped a super chat on us, and I really do appreciate that extra support, so thank you for that. Chocolate Drop always calls me Mr. Customer Service. And I know that's from the voice and the way that I talk, I'm sure. But Chocolate Drop is somebody who's here with us frequently, 432 subscribers right now, and they do pure variety on their channel. All that fluff and stuff, it's good to see you here from Australia. Thank you for coming in. Kicking it with Lulu, good to see you here. And forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Super Chat, connect, and grow. I will keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. And then the Stock Explorer just dropped a super chat on us as well. So thank you for that. Nora has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but a dear friend for a very long time as well. We'll look at both of their channels right after Chocolate Drop for the same reason. 432 subscribers here. I know I said that already, but I'm going to take this video from CVS. We don't have that in Canada, but I know that's their pharmacy, right? I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add it into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We see that this creator is bringing us all 3 types of content with streams, videos, and shorts. And I'm just going to go to their About page for a quick second. Saving money more than anything else with the amazing skill of couponing, which is great. You know, I wish we have a few friends in the Super Chat family that do extreme couponing. Kanisha Harry is somebody who also is a fellow Canadian, has been featured on the news here as well for her skills. But Chocolate Drop, I intend to learn from you because I think we could all probably do a little bit better when it comes to saving money, and it would be wonderful to maximize the income that comes in from monetization when so many of us are aiming for that as a goal. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The Stock Explorer is coming up next, so thank you, Chocolate Drop. Thank you, the Stock Explorer. I really do appreciate that extra support from both of you. The Stock Explorer has 2 channels. We're going to look at both of them. And here, what they do is they bring us a down-to-earth and level-headed look at the world of both stocks and crypto. And they do that from everything, including beginner tutorials, to advanced topics like talking about options trading with puts, calls. They talk about NFTs when it comes to crypto. Now, sometimes on this channel, you're going to find charts and graphs in a live stream to be talked about, but most often you're going to see this creator, like I said, with a level-headed, down-to-earth talk. They invite other people on their StreamYard panels. They join in on others as well. They bring us shorts. They bring us a lot of videos. And Nora has been a dear friend for a very long time. This is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, so much that I'm not sure how they do it a lot of the time. Now I'm going to show you their second channel. When we get to the bottom of their page, we find Tropical Buzz. They bring a little bit more variety on that channel as well, but Tropical Buzz is where they intend on bringing us a look at growing different types of plants and things. I know they're doing seed swaps and other things with other creators. They happen to be in Florida, but we'll get a look at how they're doing over there. So a lot to be learned from this creator on both channels. Tropical Buzz will actually be featured this coming Friday, now that we're back into featuring channels every day. Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. Good to see you back in the house. Let me spin the wheel one more time. I am way overdue for getting channels on the wheel from our chat list, but I'll do that right this second. Facing Reality has been here for a little while now. I'm sure they'll be coming up quick. Mr. Bubbles right at the top of our chat list for engagement today. Mr. Bubbles also supports on our copyright-free music channel frequently. And hopefully everybody will enjoy checking that out. We'll go and see that after Tuber Chat today. And Sam's Logs Trains and More, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we'll make Sam's Logs Trains and More the next channel that we look at, but I am going to add some names to our wheel before we talk about Mr. Bubbles. This creator is bringing us gameplay. But it's the support that this creator brings to other channels that makes me, that comes to mind for me. Oh, yeah, that British Train Spotter one. So I may not have done a good job of describing the wheel and the screen earlier today. A lot of times I get into a speech and then I start taking it off in a tangent. Travel Walks TV, good to see you here. The wheel and the screen are not run only by how long you're here. I have this robot called Botissimo, and it does a great job with statistics. It's a paid robot, but I do love this thing. I've been using it for, since we've started Tuber Chat almost. And it has this arbitrary calculation between how active you've been in the chat and how much you're interacting with other creators, along with how long you've been here. And it's actually your turn to get onto the wheel right now anyway. But when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6, I look over at that list, and that's where I get the names from. So as well, Multi-Hunter 247 and Aceflaw 1 will come up. Jabri's World, thank you for coming in. Jabri's World, as you can see, has been a silver member for 21 months. We see that channel every single day here on Tuber Chat in the slides that run at the beginning and middle and end of every live stream. But they've been unbelievably supportive ever since the beginning. So thank you for that. Thank you for coming in today. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with Jabri's World. And then, Outgoing Azzy, I know I said hello earlier. Grace Cthulhu is in the house. And Mr. Bubbles has 722 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're going to be thinking about. Like I said, this creator just happens to be incredibly supportive, not just here in Tuber Chat. You'll find them frequently over on our copyright-free music channel, and I run into them supporting other creators as well. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now because we have been on for an hour and a half. We can stay up to almost another hour if everybody would like. Sam's Logs Trains and More is coming up. They dropped a super chat on us as well. I really do appreciate that extra support. Sam's Logs Trains and More has been a dear friend for a very long time. They happen to be here as a moderator and a member, so an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but also, like I said, a dear friend for a long time. And Sam's, oh yeah, actually, forgive me, Sam, Scratch and PPA is mentioning the live stream from Outgoing Azzy. Forgive me, because Outgoing Azzy had a signal break or something like that during his live stream, so he was streaming for the very first time, and I was in there for a while, and then the stream broke and he started another one. Forgive me for not coming in the second time. I don't remember why I had to go, but it was great to see Outgoing Azzy. He seems to be a natural when it comes to the idea of streaming, so I'll be looking forward to the next one. But thank you for mentioning that, Scratch and PPA. Sam's Logs Trains and More has over 1,500 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer on the road towards the 1,600 that they'll be thinking about now. As you can see, Scratch and PPA. Sam's Logs Trains and More is fully monetized. You can see that here. And on his channel, you're going to find a lot of train videos, and there's a lot more variety, of course. But when we talk about trains here, we're talking about both the trains themselves, sometimes the stations. Sometimes he's just taking us for a look around, and sometimes he's taking a trip or a tour, which is really cool. He also does other informational videos to help you understand how to get cheap tickets and things like that. But there's so much more to this channel. This creator brings us vlogs, unboxing videos, reviews, random live streams, but a lot of game nights and Q&As and things like that as well. So I hope everybody will connect with Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Like I say, with all of our moderators, they all have channels of their own, and they will all encourage and allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels. Eali's Corner. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, and I'd love for you to correct me, but it's good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to here in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, Travelwalks TV's been here a few times. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, a review. So Travelwalks TV, yeah, so here's the way, I was just kind of describing the way that it works. I got this robot here called Bottissimo. You see it in the chat giving messages, like welcome messages and things, but it also has statistics that run in the background. It does a really good job. We're going to talk about Corinne's channel in a quick second here. So when I need names for the wheel, when I get down to about 5 or 6, then I go over to my robot, which keeps that leaderboard, and that's where I start adding names from. It gives me a little bit of order, you know what I mean? And it's based more on how active you are in the chat than how long you're here. So sometimes we have creators who are here for the whole stream because they're either running it or occasionally dropping a quick message, reminding each other to thumbs up and things like that, which I do appreciate. But it's the conversations in the chat that really start to move people up the list. That's why we saw Eerie Frog so quick. Glorious Platter's always up there. Facing Reality is always very engaging. So it's just a hint for everybody for how you can get your channel on the wheel or the screen faster. But I am going to start rolling through channels a bit faster now so we can get as many on the screen and the wheel as we can in the next 45 minutes. So Corinne's Life is here as a moderator and a member. She is a dear friend, has been for a very long time, a very much loved and well-respected creator, and she does pure variety on her channel. Now she gives us a great look at the creator and her home life by bringing us vlogs, a lot of random live streams, product reviews, but as well she happens to be a small business owner and she creates all kinds of merchandise, anything from hats to t-shirts to mugs to Christmas ornaments, just about anything that can be printed, vinyl stickers even, and it's wonderful that we get a look at how those kinds of things are made so that when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels or businesses, we can both use this channel as a resource to learn from and use them as a resource to order from, possibly. And you've seen some of their merchandise pop up in the YouTube streets, even with the Tuber Chat moderator. So Corinne's Life has almost 1,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I'm just going to take her latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. You'll notice that she brings us shorts, as well as videos, as well as live streams, a lot of featured channels, including familiar faces, and she is fully monetized with lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that makes sense too, Travelwalks TV. Yeah, let me just have a look. I'm going to go through my list right now. It's time for me to add some names to the wheel. It might naturally be your turn right now or in a moment anyway. Actually, because I know you're always active in the chat when you're here, and I do appreciate it. John Paul is coming up. This creator just celebrated a 65th birthday on Thursday. I missed it, so forgive me for that, but I am going to add that video into my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up a little bit. And John Paul is an 8-year veteran here on YouTube as well. They do pure variety, but they've been doing some tech reviews lately. They're bringing us shorts, videos, pardon me, and live streams. Rambling with the Brums is another fellow Canadian. And they happen to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Forgive me, Jabri's World should have been up there. But I've got them on the wheel now. We'll be looking at their channel soon enough as well. And I'm just going to go through my list here and see what I can do about adding some names from our chat list. Runneth Over Garden and Life will come up right now. $1 Scratch Off King. And I'm going to have to maybe do this actually manually soon. I am Zoe. And then I'm going to see what I can do. Looking for Travel Walks TV. Okay, like I said, I'm going to start moving through channels a little bit faster. And hopefully everybody will support John Paul. They also happen to be monetized with super chats and memberships available on their channel. Tip the Table is another channel from Chris's Clever Craft. And Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up right now, so we'll see what they've got going on. Mrs. VSNC09 is a very special channel. I just want to mention something before I get into the description of this creator's channel. So as well, when you think about the idea, you know, I make a big deal about the fact that we put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, whenever I don't forget, which is most of the time, but that's okay. And once somebody is on the wheel, then it's guaranteed to have their channel looked at, right? So, you know, I don't necessarily want people just to come in to say, hi, have their channel put on the wheel and then take off. But most creators don't do that kind of thing anyway. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know sometimes people only have a second, and I do appreciate when people come by. But as long as that wasn't a regular thing. But it does give a little bit of a hint as to how people can get onto the wheel a little bit faster, or the screen for that matter. Now again, it's open to everybody. You don't have to be a member, you don't have to super chat or things like that, and we do get to as many channels as we can every day. Sometimes we get to everybody. Life with Ogechi, good to see you in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Naquanda M, good to see you here. And I wonder if that name of that channel was actually Life with Ogechi. Is that right? If I pronounced that somewhat correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong. And then Mrs. VSNC09 has over 2,500 subscribers. Now, they put a lot of focus on others on their front page, but you see that this creator is bringing us shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. When I hop over to the videos page, you're going to get a look at kind of what they do. And one of the things is that they do variety on their channel, and you will find that sprinkled throughout their content, but the majority of the content revolves around the royal family. And you will see that in the live streams. They have an unbelievably engaged live chat that runs along with it. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 does a fantastic job of leading the conversation, but the engagement on this channel is just out of control, and I think that that is the #1 contributor to their rapid growth, actually. Not to mention the entertainment of being in a chat that's so engaging. So I hope you'll follow this creator for that reason alone. But Mrs. VSNC09 is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, more so than most, actually. Mrs. VSNC09 happens to be here with us in Tuber Chat probably every single stream, but then I run into them constantly when I'm out supporting other creators as well. Buying Space, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. Like I said, we want to get as many on as we can in the next 45 minutes or so. Oh, the British train spotter. Yeah, that's understandable. One thing that I know is that, you know, sometimes when we think about birthdays and celebrations, sometimes other people want to celebrate for you. You know, with the last couple of years we've had, not everybody can get out and do some of the in real life outdoor, you know, celebrating, going to restaurants or parties or different things like that, as might be expected in a lot of cases. I know not everybody does that, but I'm just saying. But, you know, one of the things that we do, you'll have somebody, for instance, that might say, you know, I don't feel like it. I don't really feel like going out for my birthday. And I've been guilty of that as well. What sometimes you find is that people are excited to celebrate for you. They would be upset to know that they missed it. So, you know, sometimes that's a consideration as well. But it's just something to think about. When we look at AceFlaw1, this is Andy. This is a creator who's been with me from the beginning of my small YouTuber journey as well. As long as Jeremy D-Day, as long as House of X Entertainment Inc., Fern's Junk Closet, Brown Girl Bella, and another good handful of creators like that. And Andy, after 400 episodes, is still with us here in Superchat as often as they can. And you can see that they're actually approaching 4,000 subscribers. They're well on the road towards 3,700 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Oh, and then, yeah, I usually do the same thing. That British train spotter. It's almost exactly what I had in mind when I was talking about it. Love to travel with Wave. Good to see you here. And AceFlaw1, like I said, is Andy, a very supportive creator. I know they're willing to swap playlists. If anybody is willing to do that with each other here in the chat, then please just simply say I'm willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Travel Walks TV is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And Travel Walks TV has 336 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this creator, but I see that they've got videos as well as shorts here. And I'm not sure about streams. They've got some longer videos, but maybe streaming will be something as an idea in the future. But that's okay. What I'm going to do, though, is take one of your latest videos. So I'm going to take the day 2, your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list and add this so that I can get caught up a little bit. The idea behind that is that as time goes on, after your channel's been on the screen many times, I watch a lot of your videos, you know, during the weeks and months that go on. Eventually, hopefully, I get to know the creators behind the channels as well. That usually happens outside on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, places like this, or when I'm hanging out in your live streams and premieres. Then I do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. So Travel Walks TV. Now, the other thing too is I really don't get into reviews like a typical, like, hey, you know, this is good, that's good, this needs improvement, that needs improvement. I really don't do much of that if that's what you happen to mean. And I think, you know, but from being here so often so far, my idea in Tuber Chat is just to introduce the channel to other creators. And then kind of let everybody know exactly what you're planning on doing or what you are doing. But here in Tuber Chat, everybody's expecting to support each other regardless of content anyway. We're here to support each other as creators regardless of our content or niche. The British Train Spotter 1 is coming up now. Sorry, that British Train Spotter 1 is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel as well, and it's time for me to get some more names from our chat list onto our Wheel of Doom, so we'll do that in a second. 76 subscribers here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, so I'll take this 14-minute one and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. You have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, I'm going to actually I'm going to spin the wheel one more time, and then I'm going to get names on the wheel. because I'm going to do it somewhat manually now. I've still got my list going here. But over time, not everybody can just stay in Superchat for 2.5 hours because it's convenient for me to stream at this time. I absolutely know that. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just running the stream or letting it go in the background or coming by to say hello quickly, drop a thumbs up and things like that. Multi-Hunter 247 is up right now. Let's see what they've got going on with 246 subscribers. This creator is bringing us a lot of hunting traditionally, and I'm looking forward to seeing what more there is on this channel, but they're bringing us shorts and videos, and I wonder if streams are going to be something as an idea in the future as well, but we'll wait and see that from this creator. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and we'd love to push this creator towards the 300 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. Now, I did say I was going to get some names onto the wheel, so I'm going to do that right this second, and then we're going to talk about Jabri's World. This is a channel that we see every single day because they have been a silver member for a very long time, so we see their channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Now, Jabri's World is a younger creator, but brings us pure variety on their channel. Looks like they've been doing a bit of gameplay the last little while. Is that the case? A little bit. Roblox, yes. I'm going to take the this latest video, I'm going to put it in my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit with this creator. But 213 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push Jabri's World a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. So I'm going to look through our list here, and we see that Fred Franklin is still in the house. Runneth Over Garden and Life is already on the wheel. Six Poses Back is coming up. Naquanda M, I hope I welcomed you. I think I did. Mary Queen Longman's been with us for a little while. And Facing Reality, of course. And then I'll add some more names to the wheel in another moment. So again, just keep in mind the wheel runs mostly by the fact that you're active in the chat more so than the time that is spent. It's a combination of both, but when we get towards the end of the live stream, or the last half hour, let's say, I start to do a lot of it manually as well. So just please stay active in the chat, and then we will get to as many channels as we can in the next half hour. Six Poses Back is coming up right now. This is another creator I'm still getting to know, but they've been making frequent appearances here in Superchat, catching almost every live stream since finding us. Crocheting with Leanne, thank you for coming in, by the way. That's a brand new member, but somebody's here for the first time. So they actually started their Superchat journey, if you want to call it that, with a membership, and I really do appreciate that. So pardon me, Crocheting with Leanne, I'm going to put your name on our wheel right away because we always add members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So you've already got your spot, and then I'll add some more names shortly. Six Poses Back has 364 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Six Daughters is interesting. They make videos about everything, so we can expect pure variety, and we'll get a great look at the creator and their family life behind the channel. So I'm just going to take this video, shopping at Coach Outlet. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We see that this creator is bringing us shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. So I'm hoping that everybody will enjoy that variety when we connect with them. Now I'm surprised we're not already connected. We should be. You see these red lines. There it is. It's just a glitch. So you see when I pulled this channel up, the red button was there, but as soon as I clicked on the videos page, it went away because we're already subscribed. That's a simple glitch that could kind of throw you off from time to time, and we've seen that many times on YouTube. I don't know why that is, but a simple refresh of the page or clicking another link gets that fixed up. Mary Queen Longman is coming up next. Let's see what they've got going on, and I'm looking forward to getting to know Six Poses Back better. Mary Queen Longman is another creator who's been a longtime friend of Superchat. They make frequent appearances here. and are engaging in the chat as well. They bring us videos as well as shorts, and forgive me for not being certain. Let me look for live streams or see if that is something for as an idea possibly for the future. You are posting frequently, and I can see that I am behind, so I'm going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind, and we can see that it's pure variety on this channel with a handful of different types of content, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Mary Queen Longman's been a long time loyal and dedicated supporter. Yeah, you can imagine. You can imagine Six Poses back when a channel comes up. Now, we have seen channels that actually get disconnected. If you can imagine, my girlfriend and I have been together for 6 years now. Beyond that, we've lived together for most of that time. Actually, I think we have. Yes, we passed it. It's June. We've lived together for 6 years now. And I think it's 3 times. It's twice at least, but I think it's 3 times that we've been disconnected. We've been living together all this time, so we're sharing an IP address, first of all. Not to mention, you know, in each other's stuff all the time. And she's a paying member on Superchat, not to mention a moderator. So it's kind of silliness, but it's a glitch that we see where YouTube disconnects channels. I found the other day, actually, it took me off a channel that I haven't visited in a year. Somebody that came back and visited Superchat. It's been a little while since I've been to their channel. Not sure how long it's been since they've been here, but we see, and that might give us a little bit of an idea as to one of the things that might result in our losing subscribers. If you haven't gone to visit a channel within a year, it might be taken away. Or if they haven't visited you. So, Crocheting with Leanne, I see that's actually, there's another channel with the exact same name, but it looks like it's the same creator. Is that some kind of a glitch, or was that 2 channels? I'm just curious. Now, this is the one we're looking for, because I'm matching the avatar. And they got 188 subscribers over here. So correct me if I'm wrong, please, Crocheting with Leanne. But I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'm actually going to go back to the home page. I'm going to take the very first one that I saw there. Welcome to the channel with 14 minutes. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. Pardon me, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. In the next 24 hours, I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this channel. I see that they say their other one was hacked. That's never fun. Cliff Hefner, good to see you here. And they've started all over again, says Crocheting with Leanne. So that's okay. I'll be looking forward to getting to know what you got going on here. And then, like I said, I'll leave you that comment. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Silent Silver, let me know if you're still here, because I just saw you drop off of our participant list, but it is your turn to be on the wheel if you are still here. And then I'm just looking through our names. Kicking It with Lulu will come up next, and I'm going to get Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. They actually do more on that channel. Now, I'm still getting to know them, but I do see some gardening videos from that creator lately as well. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. All that fluff and stuff is on the wheel as well. They come to us from Australia. They're an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who usually takes us out on the water. $1 Scratch Off King. Let's see what you got going on your channel right now. Oh, there's Silent Silver. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. I'm going to start really moving through channels because I want to get as many on as we can in the next 25 minutes or so. I'm not sure if we can get to everybody, but we'll get as many as we can. $1 Scratch Off King's been with us for a while. This is another creator who actually makes frequent appearances on Superchat and engages conversation. They've got 31 subscribers right now. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. So we want to do as much as we can to encourage this creator and get them moving. But we know that, you know, as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody will be fine. We see creators hitting that milestone and others beyond it all the time, not to mention getting monetized and hitting all kinds of other larger milestones as well. So we're hoping we can encourage $1 Scratch Off King by pushing them a little bit closer and getting them up to maybe even the 35 that they're thinking about right now. Now I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Like I said, with a lot of creators in the lottery ticket scratch what do I call this? What's wrong with me? I'm dancing around my words now. Lottery ticket scratching channels. That's what I'm talking about. We see a lot of very generous creators. I say the same thing so many times. You gotta wonder about a lot of the supporters that are able to be here often, our moderators. They've heard so many of my speeches the same way. I don't even know how many mistakes I make. It's a lot more than we probably think it is anyway. And my pleasure, Silent Silver, for having you on here. But I trip over my words constantly. So all that fluff and stuff is up with over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. They've got a new series, actually, of live streams out now, Fishing with Fluff. Oh, this is a different type of live stream. Yeah, because this was on Saturday. That's interesting. I'm good at now. I will flip through this. I have to be honest with you because I'm going to put it in my catch-up list, but I'm just curious to see what you did there. And then as well, Fishing with Fluff is something they expect to do every Wednesday, if I remember right. One of the things that all that fluff and stuff talks about is the idea of putting out a short every time they put out a long-form video to promote it. And I kind of took their advice, did something like that myself on a live stream. I put out a short for that, and it actually got quite a few views, so I was happy for that. It was an outdoor popular thing, but still, could be an idea. So all that fluff and stuff is going to bring us refishing, mud crabbing, snorkeling, and for a lot of other water activities. So I hope everybody will connect with them, see what they got going on. There's a bit of variety mixed in on this channel as well. So all that fluff and stuff has been an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and you can see that right there. They just dropped a super chat on us as well. So thank you again, my dear friend, for another super chat. They've done that countless times, and I really do appreciate the extra support. Am I reading that right? All that fluff and stuff lost all your filming equipment? Oh, I gotta read that back. My dear goodness. A wave hit the boat when you were live. Oh my goodness. Even hubby ended up in the drink. My son laughed at me when when he was growing up. We played a lot of video games. And there's this Tony Hawk skating video, if I remember right, like skateboarding. And you go through these, I forget what they call them, but I don't know enough about skateboarding except for the video game. And you go like this, and you jump, and you go through the U, and you jump and jump and jump. And I was going, jump, jump, jump into the drink. And he just about fell off the chair laughing, calling it the drink. I think I got that from my dad, but I know it's a popular way to say it, but it was funny when you said that. And, all that fluff and stuff. That had to be heart-wrenching. My dear goodness. Oh, wow. I had no idea of the value. Cooking with Miss Brown, good to see you here. I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier. I thought you came in earlier. Maybe I'm mistaken. Out of home, passing Wi-Fi and giving a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Cooking with Miss Brown, I do appreciate that. She's been a long-time friend of Tuberchat. Runneth Over Garden and Life has 582 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. And we have a lot of creators from the homesteading community, the gardening community, farming channels, which is really cool. And I think we have a lot to learn from these creators. Now, I'm still getting to know Runneth Over Garden and Life, but they're here with us frequently in Tuberchat. I'm going to take another Memorial Day video, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Nina and Boyce. Am I pronouncing that right? Forgive me for not already knowing. Currently living in Texas. Our channel is about everyday living, gardening, DIYs, crafts, recipes, and some shenanigans. So a lot of variety there. But this is something that is, I don't want to say typical of channels, more so than typical of creators in these genres, is you get, you know, everyday living, that's fine, but gardening, DIYs, crafts, recipes, a lot of kind of how-to, or let us show you how we do it kind of videos, which is really, really cool. Like I keep saying, we have a lot to learn from these creators. So here we can see that they're bringing us shorts videos. And forgive me for not being sure about live streams. Let me just check, or if that might be an idea for the future, possibly. And I've probably said that like 3 times already or more. But Runneth Over Garden and Life are here with us frequently, and for that reason are obviously loyal and dedicated supporters. Randomelli, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in from the gaming community. Mike and Liz Gaming, good to see you here for the first time. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Okay, I'm going to do something here that we're going to see. I'm going to show you a website called Social Blade, and this website has a couple of cool benefits and things you can look at for your YouTube channel and other social networks if you haven't already seen it. But one of the things that they have that some of the growth stream creators use is this live sub count widget type thing. And I'm going to show you this in a second. Facing Reality has been a very dear friend for a very long time. This is a creator who always engages conversation. They are not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and they give us a lot to talk about here in Tuberchat, for which I'm grateful. Now, I'm going to make this a little widget in the bottom of my screen. We're going to keep track of this, and we are going to push Facing Reality up to 1,000 subscribers today. You know, usually the push doesn't work, but since we're so close, I can tell you Facing Reality is more often than probably any other creator in the Tuberchat family at the top of the list when it comes to engagement. The reason why I'm putting that focus on this creator is for you to understand the kind of support you're going to get from Facing Reality when they come to your channel. In your premieres and your live streams, they will likely engage true conversation, and I talk about that all the time. So it's going to be wonderful to get Facing Reality to 1,000 subscribers today. No, I know we can do it. There has to be more than 3 creators that haven't already connected with them, even though they are a very popular channel here in Tuberchat because they've been so supportive for so long. What we find from Facing Reality is they say positive messages in a fun way. They bring that to us in their content. They're very motivating and inspiring, but they also bring that everywhere they go, including here in the Tuberchat live streams. Camp Silky is here. We'll see what they got going on their channel soon enough. I've got them on the Wheel of Doom, and it looks like it might be true. We might have already done it. Now, I'm going to refresh the page, and we're going to double check this number and see if we got Facing Reality, those 3 subscribers all at once right away. But let's see what the page has to say, because I want to Yeah, there it is. Okay, so facing reality, you have it. I'm so happy. I'm not sure if you actually got it and slipped below already, but it's wonderful. And thank you for being able to do that here in Superchat too. Because like I said, facing reality has been a dear friend for a long time. So I know that's a special moment for them and for another couple of creators who've been close to them for a long time. Now, I'm going to leave it up here because facing reality needs us together to get them a little bit farther. We want to push them to, let's say, 1,010 subscribers. And the reason why is because we know YouTube plays games with all of our numbers, including our subscribers, our watch hours, our likes, our views, everything. And we don't want them to slip back below 1,000. So while we're connecting here, I hope you'll watch at least one video, at least 3 minutes long, if not longer, from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a few sentences for this creator. But what I'd love for everybody is just to take an extra step. Maybe watch a second video, maybe leave a couple of comments for them. Because we want to really make sure those connections stick, and we want to see facing reality hopefully get up a little bit farther. When we look at I Am Zoe, I just want to make sure I'm matching the avatar here. I Am Zoe is this creator right here, am I right? Yes. This is I Am Zoe. So there's a couple of them. It's a somewhat popular name. But we're looking at this channel for the very first time. I see that also the Red Lens has just dropped a super chat in the chat. So thank you for that. And I see that you're here for the first time. So thank you for that generosity coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that we have in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We're going to go a few minutes overtime today. I'm just letting everybody know so our moderators are aware. I'll probably let it go by another 15 minutes or so we got about a half an hour left. The Red Lens is asking us, what type of content does YouTube consider public viewed hours, live streams, or short uploads? So my understanding is, and this could have changed since shorts were invented, if shorts are viewed in the way that shorts usually are, they do not count towards public watch hours when we're talking about monetization, but everything else does. The most important thing to think about is between videos and live streams, the fact that they have to be public. That's why they say public watch hours. So if they're intentionally made private or unlisted, or if you delete them, you actually lose all the public watch hours that came along with them. One thing I can't be sure about, if you have a video or a live stream that's out there that has public watch hours and you make that video unlisted for any period of time, I'm not sure if you make that video public again, if you get those watch hours back. I can't be sure. I haven't experimented with that. So hopefully my answer, first of all, is accurate enough, but that should give you an idea. But shorts have a different thing when we talk about the way that shorts are typically viewed. It's rare that shorts are watched from, let's say, a playlist or another page on YouTube, but it can be done. Those may count, but typically shorts being watched in the shorts player do not count towards typical monetization. They have their own set of monetization, so you can earn money from making shorts videos. They have something called the Shorts Fund, where you can get a piece of the action, if you want to put it that way, by contributing. But I'm going to ask everybody to look it up, because I have not yet received anything for making any shorts. I haven't had many that have moved that far. On my personal channel, I've probably only done about 20 of them. On the music channel, we're experimenting, but I'm not really putting out anything creative right now that has the chance of really popping off. So we're still waiting to hear from some friends about exactly what they've gotten and what it took to get there. Fred Franklin just dropped a super chat on us as well, and Multi Hunter 247 is actually dropping a super chat. to congratulate Facing Reality, which is really, really cool. So thank you for that. That's an extra generous thing to do. Now, the Red Lens did drop a super chat, so for that reason, we're going to look at that channel next before we spin the wheel again. And I'm just going to put as well Fred Franklin on there, who was on the wheel. But thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So we're going to move you up a little bit. I Am Zoe is brand new to Superchat. We don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 11-minute one. I'm going to add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat and have our notification bell on as well. So you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's get the Red Lens up here. And I see another question coming through. Let me see if I understand that correctly. How could I make a new page? Is that right, that Silent Silver was talking about? Do you mean make a second channel? Or do you mean to dress up your page with different elements? Like the Red Lens has got here a featured video in the front position, but then as well has playlists in what we call shelves going along the front page, or shelves if you want to say it that way. Featured channels here. We talk about this all the time. You can dress up your front page with a lot of different things. When you're logged in and looking at your front page, there's a button here that is called Customize, or I think it's called Customize Page. And then on the YouTube Studio on the left-hand side, there's a customization tab that you can use, and all the options are in there. Forgive me, because it's too much to do a tutorial here of that level when we're racing through time. But I'm not sure if that's what you mean, or if you're talking about starting a second channel. Oh, a second channel. So if you go here to your logo, if you're logged in, I'm not sure if this can be done on a phone. I always do it on a computer. But you can go down to settings, and forgive me, the Red Lens, we're coming right back to your channel. But right here, you'll see the link, add or manage your channels. And that's where you can go in, and there's literally a button there that says add channel, so you can get in there. Just please be careful, because of course with YouTube and their brand accounts and a lot of the confusing things they have between channels and accounts, you just want to read everything, make sure you understand exactly how you're doing it, so that you can decide whether you want channels to be connected. When I start separate channels, I always start a brand new email address and a brand new account for that channel. You don't have to, but it's something that I do. Unless they're just simply playlist accounts or something, then I just fire them off. So the Red Lens is brand new to Superchat. Again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got on your channel. I do appreciate, first of all, the super chat, but secondly, the engagement in conversation as well. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to take your Sex and the City video. It's 15 minutes long. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well now and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Triple Threat, Firearms and Defense Inc. is going to be the next channel that we look at after Fred Franklin, because they actually dropped a super chat on us as well. And I really do appreciate that. They said just because. So thank you for that. And Fred Franklin actually took over our stream boss position. So what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. and every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out becomes the stream boss, and therefore we'll get a little bit of extra exposure, as we can see. So Fred Franklin is here with 72 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 80 that they're thinking about right now, and maybe a little bit farther on the road to that first 100. You'll notice as well, Hero Brian 15. Here we're more focused on connecting with other creators, but it's great that you're getting views on your video, but I don't imagine people are leaving Superchat to go and watch it right now, because we're going to be ending soon, and I think a lot of creators wait until afterwards before they go chasing content. So it's just an idea. The other thing too is we don't want to spam the chat with too much self-promotion, because the focus here is always on supporting other creators, even though it is great that you've got a video that's moving right now and given us a goal to look forward to. So I was just going to add Makeup Mom and Son onto our wheel. She's here as a member and a moderator. And next up is Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. Fred Franklin, I'm just going to take your Among Us replay. I'm going to add that into my video catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall behind with you. But thank you for that extra super chat. I really do appreciate that. And Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. is a brand new channel for Superchat. They just found us last week, if I remember correctly. And it's here. It's okay, Hero Brian 15. We just have to be careful about self-promotion. It's not really so much of a big deal here, but we always want to instill good habits in others. So as we're growing our channels, I always hope that everybody will reach out and help others coming up as well. And that's okay. What do I get in the first hour of uploading a video? It's different on every channel. On my own channel, I do just about as well as anybody would expect for anything else. Superchat's only live streams, so it's not the same thing. And then I run a couple of channels for other people with different subscriber counts, so they get a bunch of those things as well. Yeah, Hero Brian 15, I can't let you spam, eh? So please, please, please don't do that. I certainly don't... you know, we try never to time channels out or anything like that, but we can't have spam in the chat. Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. actually has a lot of gardening videos now. I'm still getting to know this channel, but I did notice that variety. Now I'm just going to take your latest video. I know this is another, it's not quite a gardening video as much as harvest it says on it, but I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I'm not falling too far behind. And that's okay, Hero Brian 15. So 135 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that we know that they're thinking about, but they're obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter because they've been back several times since finding us. So Hero Brian 15, our moderators are going to knock out messages too. So don't worry about it, but just yeah, just keep that in mind, please. So as well, a brand new channel is here, Laughing with Michelle and Ian. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yeah, our the list that I have to catch up with creators, we just named it Catch Up because that was a funny joke from a friend of ours, Ghostly Wins, who's part of the Tuber Chat family as well. It was kind of like funny the way that they put it one day, so I renamed the catch-up list just for them. Same thing as like the Wheel of Doom was named by our friend Mr. Naz so long ago, so we just keep the name because it's fun in honor of them. Cooking with Miss Brown is coming up on the wheel. And I'll get another couple of channels. Did I not put Hero Brian 15? Yeah, we looked at Hero Brian 15 earlier. And then Makeup Mom and Son, like I said, is here as a member and a moderator. They're actually a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And then Bearded Eagle, forgive me, I know you're not as active in the chat sometimes as other creators, so it takes a while to get on. But I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. Bearded Eagle is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. And then, yeah, here, I don't have any lists that I'm planning on naming right now, but we'll keep it in mind. Those are kind of moments that happen on the off the cuff, right? So Makeup Mom and Son is here with over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now, what you'll find from all of our moderators is the fact that they will all allow and encourage others to connect. So you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there with her. And I'm going to embarrass myself with how far I am behind with Makeup Mom and Son right now. I'm going to catch up with her with a handful of videos, but she's posting frequently lately. Now, Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. Lately, a lot of unboxings and product reviews. She's done a lot of reviews of subscription services like BoxyCharm and things like that. But she's always conscious of the idea of bringing new content to her audience so that they have fresh things to see, if that makes sense. Makeup Mom and Son's been a dear friend for a very long time. She also does a lot of live streams, particularly interviews. And she's put a lot of focus on promoting other creators. Some you've met here in the Superchat family, and some you'll be introduced to for the first time. She recently updated her banner, which is great to see as well. And this creator does well with a lot of consistency between their thumbnails. They're changing up their style often, but they do well with series. This is what I was talking about with the interviews, where they've got Unstable TV there, the How-To Lady. I've been interviewed by them and a lot of other creators as well. But Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I'm just going to go to another channel from this creator. Caden Plays It is a gaming channel run by the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So I'm hoping we can encourage this young creator with 31 subscribers, push them a little bit farther on that road to the first 100. We can see they're dropping a couple of shorts, but we'll likely see some more videos from them shortly. And I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. We can stick around for maybe another 15 minutes, I think, which is a little bit overtime. And then Bearded Eagle's got a new channel intro. We're actually going to look at the channel right now and been working on some thumbnails, which is cool. Let's see what they've got going on. Oh, Laughing with Michelle and Eden. Laughing with Michelle and Ian. Botissimo is actually a robot that runs in the chat, like Stream Elements and Nightbot that you see there as well. But what I mean is just our video description, because it kind of describes the procedure that we use for connecting with each other. To summarize, basically, we start a conversation with each other, and then head to somebody's channel once they know you want to connect with them. Watch a full video of at least 3 minutes in length from beginning to end. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. It's very important we watch it in full. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and come back and let them know you've done that. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. I'm going to start dropping a link for our copyright-free music channel. And what you're going to find over here is the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat, but it's all available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we also have a virtual 24-hour live stream going on as well, so that you can meet more friends and family members over there. Now, I've pinned the link. I'll drop it a couple more times, but we will go towards... we will use the live redirect afterwards. And then Herobrine15, isn't this against YouTube's terms of service? If you're talking about Tuberchat and the way that we're connecting with here, let's say it would depend on how you look at it, right? When you talk about the idea of people subscribing to each other's channels or making that as an arrangement, that absolutely would be. But when you're talking about the idea of supporting each other as creators in so many other different ways, then, I mean, it's open to interpretation. But my guess is that that's how growth streams have been able to do it for the last 2 years. Tuberchat is certainly not the first. There's hundreds, if not thousands of them out there. They all run a little bit differently. But the idea is, you know, wouldn't it be wonderful if you had you know, and I know you heard me say this earlier, but let's say 100 true friends, right? Not just people who are subscribing to the channel and never coming back. I'm talking about people who are coming back to literally watch your videos, who want you to succeed, who are happy to trade favors, push you out on the other social media networks, and truly support. So, yeah, it's a thought more than anything else. But again, always up to interpretation. But Superchat's been here for a very long time, so after 400 episodes in 2 years, I'm sure we're doing just fine. And it's great to have you here. I know you haven't been here very long, but looking forward to getting to know your channel even better. So, Bearded Eagle is a friend that I had met actually on my personal channel outside of Superchat with some other content, and it was just kind of ironic because this particular creator was already supporting more creators after I had met them and discovered that they had already been basically a part of the extended Superchat family by supporting creators here. Now, they do their own videos. They recently said that they're working on thumbnails and a new intro for the channel. Let me see where they here, new Bearded Eagle intro. So I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well. Some of the live stream replays are a little bit long for me to use, but I am going to look at the peanut butter and pickle sandwich challenge video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well and see about catching up with that. Trev Essence Unstoppable. Good to see you here. I'm going to have to cut it off in another, let's say, 10 minutes or so because my voice has had it for today. I think we just came in a little bit too hot and heavy today. So, let me see what I can do here in our chat list. Naquanda and Purple Tube, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend of Tuberchat, somebody who does pure variety on their channel, but certainly enjoys helping others in their YouTube journey. Laughing with Michelle and Ian is coming up as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see what's going on. Isn't it bad to use the same thumbnail for all your live fishing streams? So it's interesting as a question because I take a different approach on almost every channel, right? Some channels have a different thumbnail for every video. Some have thumbnails that are extremely similar. Scratch and PPA comes to mind, but clearly different because they're actually using content from the videos in a roundabout sort of way in the thumbnail. But then again, when you think about Tuberchat, the thumbnails are identical except for a color change. And Bearded Eagle has seen another channel that I run called Do It All Sealing for another creator, and that is a construction and work channel where you'll notice that the thumbnails are extremely similar, almost identical, with just a simple photograph change inside. So you just have to make your own decision for your own channels. When you look in your analytics at your click-through rate, when you find that, it used to be on the reach tab, but they've changed that to the content tab now. And when you go through the click-through rate, you're talking about how many times YouTube shows your thumbnail and title to people on YouTube, like what we're looking at right here on Silent Silver's channel. They don't separate it, unfortunately, yet, so we'll have to just go with a guess between the two. But when you talk about click-through rate, it's how many times they're showing your video to how many times people are clicking on it based on the thumbnail and title. So it can give you an idea as to how the stuff's performing. You can experiment and try different things. And then you can go back over older videos, as you've said, Bearded Eagle today, and you can change your thumbnail actually as often as you want, not to mention the title and everything else that goes along with that as well. I have to check my thumbs down today and see if one of our friends happen to hammer us. I won't be surprised, but I'm not certain yet. And it doesn't matter anyway. Silent Silver is up here right now with 121 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. Now, they're doing more variety than I was aware in the first place. And I know it's been I know it's been a while. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And that will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. I see that Herman the Great is here. And they happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. Now, forgive me, I'm going to start rifling through channels because we've already been on for over 2.5 hours, and I really should wrap it up. My voice has had just about as much as it can for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I might move the stream by an hour, I might not. But it's already set for tomorrow anyway. Camp Silky is coming up, and if I spell it properly, it comes up with no problem. If anybody hasn't already connected to Facing Reality, I hope that you will. They just hit their 1,000 subscribers, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther. They are an extremely engaging creator and have been a dear friend to Superchat for a very long time. Camp Silky. Oh, I misspelled again. I misspelled it in 2 different ways. That was my problem. But once I spell it properly, it comes up right away. Camp Silky has 144 subscribers. A lot of featured channels on their front page, including Superchat. When we go over to their videos page, we're just going to see what they've been up to lately. I'm going to take your learning ladders and stairs. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list and see what is going on in this particular video. They are a loyal and dedicated supporter. They're here with us almost every single day, as a matter of fact, but I see them out supporting others as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to head over to their About page for a quick second as well. There's a bit of variety on this channel as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I see another brand new channel in the chat, Sammy F44. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Kicking It with Lulu is coming up right now, and you'll have to forgive me. I think out of almost nowhere, not too long ago, my voice has just about had it for today. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Anybody can hop over here anytime you'd like. The stream is already running, and we'll go over there and live redirect or raid together at the end of Superchat. Hero Brian 15 will have 100 million one day. That will be cool. You know, I think anybody can have 10,000 if they want. Many people could have 100,000 if they want. The only thing is it can take years, so it's always questionable. But I think that it's a great idea to shoot for the stars and have a goal like even 100 million in mind, because it's something to shoot for. It absolutely is realistic. There's people out there, I believe, who have. I'm not sure how many. What's PewDiePie and Mr. Beast and all them got now. I forget what's the highest numbers of channels. But you know that there will be more. You know that somebody who's not in the top 5 or 10 or 100 right now will eventually be. That could be just about anybody. So it's great to aim that high. Four Corners Custom Products is coming up. With the exception of something like this where they happen to drop a super chat on us. Or a... members or our members, I'm gonna have to make these the last few channels that we look at because my voice literally is about to disappear. Did I put oh, forgive me, I meant to just type the link in here. There it is. Yes, okay. Anybody can hop over there anytime. That's the copyright-free music channel with the virtual 24-hour live stream. Everybody can continue connecting there, but there's link drops over there as well. We'll all go over there together, but Anybody can hop over whenever they want, and I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes after we get through the next 5 or 6 channels so that we can clean up our connections here. I can't get to everybody every single day. We definitely try to get through as many channels as we can. I wasn't really expecting it to be as overwhelmingly busy as it was today, so thank you everybody for that. Kicking It with Lulu has 300 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 400 they're going to soon be thinking about, and I'm just going to grab another video from this creator, put it into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And I'm going to spin another time, and we'll get another channel up here. Hero Brian 15 is already up to almost 3,700 subscribers, which is really, really cool. It's great when we see a channel growing rapidly, because then there's a lot that we can learn from them, and then hopefully, you know, most of us here in the Tuber Chat family have the idea of helping others, so it's easier for them than it was for us. And it'll be great to see that kind of generosity and sharing knowledge with others, so hopefully they can start growing rapidly as well. So Rambling with the Brums has 778 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. This is a creator who happens to be a fellow Canadian, only about 6 hours away from me. They stream frequently. They've got a couple of series, Procrastination Thursday, and usually their Fellowship Saturday. But they also have a lot of videos and shorts. They do some collaborations. Scott from Rambling with the Brums has built up quite a reputation both as a supporter and a moderator, and they will be encouraging and allowing others to connect with each other on their channel whenever you catch them, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream. They're definitely an advocate for helping others hit their different milestones coming up, like the first 100 and things like that. Forgive me, Four Corners Custom Products. I should have put your channel up on the screen earlier because of that super chat, and Bearded Eagle, thanks for yours as well. Let me get Four Corners Custom Products up here right now. Rambling with the Brums happened to have been a member, so we put them on the wheel as soon as they got into the chat there. We always do that with all of our members. And then Four Corners Custom Products right now is approaching 2,800 subscribers. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And Hero Brian 15, yes, thumbnails and titles are definitely extremely important. When we talk about monetization, we see the Four Corners Custom Products is monetized in the traditional sense here on YouTube, but we also find that this creator brings us more than anything else a behind-the-scenes look at how merchandise is created. So it's wonderful that we can use this channel as a resource to learn how the process goes when we're creating merchandise. It's a great way to monetize. But then as well, we can use this channel as a resource when it's time to order products of that type as well. So Four Corners Custom Products happens to be an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They show generosity in many different ways here in Tuber Chat and everywhere that I see them. They literally seem to be everywhere, supporting others and engaging conversation as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a long-time friend of Tuber Chat as well. We're going to get to Naquanda M right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And we've got just about enough voice left to catch the last 3 channels. I think it's just I've had a very long couple of days. Everything is fine, but I haven't had as much sleep as I usually do. I'll be fine today especially and be able to catch up. But my voice is just not doing me a favor today. Naquanda M has 1,100 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. They've been getting into a lot of shorts videos, which is great to see. And I'm going to take another, we pronounce that Joburg? I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list, see where you've moved to here, and that will help me to catch up with the channel a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind right away. Naquanda M's been a long-time friend of Tuber Chat. It's great to see you here today. And let's see what's happening with this brand new channel in the Superchat family, Laughing with Michelle and Ian, and see what they've got going on. We're looking at their channel for the very first time. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and I'm going to look for something around 10 minutes. I'll take the 16-minute one, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live stream. And we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. They've got 578 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can give them a warm welcome into the Superchat family and push them a little bit closer towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And then Cooking with Miss Brown is coming up right now. This is another creator who is a dear friend of Superchat and has been for a very long time. It's my pleasure, Michelle and Ian. Cooking with Miss Brown actually has a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those. This is a creator who's definitely an advocate for helping others. You'll always be welcome to meet more friends and family members in their premieres and live streams as well. They've got two channels here. This one, they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. They do have a lot of cooking videos here, but they do more variety and a lot of StreamYard panels as well. I'm going to take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up. And I'm going to show you Miss Brown's family. This is the second channel from this creator with 766 subscribers. And I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards the 800 that they're thinking about here. They do a lot of live streams here as well, and are a very supportive creator, but they get a lot of support from their audience as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get to Herman the Great, who also happens to be a member. Forgive me for the channels we didn't get to today, but this is going to be our last channel for right now. I did pin a link in the chat. I'm going to drop it one more time. It's for another live stream that's running. It's a virtual 24-hour live stream on our copyright-free music channel, where you can meet more friends and family members. People come in and out of there occasionally, and there are link drops over there as well. So hopefully everybody will come over. We'll continue connecting. I'm going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that everybody can clean up their connections here, and then I'll see you over there in the other stream as well. And Herman the Great right now has almost 1,700 subscribers. This creator brings us pure variety. They just reset and restarted their channel about a month ago. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Herman the Great definitely is a fun creator, and I'm looking forward to what more they're going to do on this channel. So thank you everyone for the time that you've spent. I really do appreciate every moment. We're back tomorrow at about 10 a.m. Eastern. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody in a couple minutes. I hope you come over to our music channel. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.